Cause Florida's expensive.
I'm glad she's smart. I'm glad she's smart. Or maybe she saw my video. Wait, did I mention something about somebody saying about her living in the woods? Now, that you would think would be a perp suggestion for her to go live in the woods. That's the shit I'm talking about. With people that she chooses to take advice from that's claiming they're a targeted individual, but giving her advice and she takes their advice, but because I give her advice, I'm being controlling or bossing her around. But yes, I'm glad she's smart on that. She know better. She know not to be trying to. I'm glad she didn't take that advice to go be like, oh yeah, well, yeah, I'll go live in the woods. I'm glad she didn't take that advice. I wouldn't even go camping in the woods. Have you on that Kel and Peel shit, Get Out type shit, or Medea Boo. I ain't going to no fucking woods. I know a white dude when I was living in Pearl, Mississippi. He wasn't quite in Pearl though. He was. He used to come visit us in Pearl.
Oh.
I don't know what city he was in though.
Yeah.
But he used to come hang out with us in Pearl.
Yep.
But he, boy, Benny, she know Benny Slink. And he was a mutual friend of me and Benny's in China's. Helped us move in that house we was in.
So did.
But the guy, they said it was the police that did it. Somebody, he was smashing one of the police officers' wives or whatever, and they took and hung that boy and beat him in the woods and killed him. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Because that was my boy.
Was he working at that 7-Eleven or that store? No, that was the other one. Okay.
Oh man, I was riding somewhere and I told Benny, don't send me that picture of him in the casket.
And he did.
And he did. And you can even still see the bruises on him. I was so mad at Benny.
I don't know how Benny is today, but yeah.
Benny is still the same.
Damn.
But that was like the only incident that I knew happened.
Right.
All the fuck shit used to happen in Jackson.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And we had a little taste of that, remember?
When that person got killed at that Shell station up the street from the apartments we was in.
No, the house. Remember when we got that house? And was that in Jackson?
What?
The house.
The house was in Pearl.
The other house.
That was in Jackson.
Yes.
That landlord.
Right. But anyway,
that stalker landlord.
Yeah, but
we had moved back to Jackson, remember? Yeah, Jackson is where you don't want to go.
Right.
So matter of fact, I wouldn't want to go to Jackson because I wouldn't want to move back to Pearl because then I would have to go back and forth to Jackson for certain purposes like the VA and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
it's quiet. You can try Mobile and see, but you know.
Yeah, but yeah, don't do Jackson. Don't do Jackson. Don't do Shreveport. You do those outskirt cities, but don't do those main cities.
Right. Mobile seems to be.
You know what?
Mobile has buses.
I think that's like that everywhere.
Just the city part of is always active. On the outskirts, it's kind of quiet.
Well, can't say the same for the West Bank in New Orleans. That used to be just as hot and popping as the East Bank.
Oh, okay.
And it's even worse now as it's ever been.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you would think that clinging into them inners, the heart of certain cities, you'll be more, because you'll be like the outer cities if something happened.
But they got buses and whatnot where, you know what I mean? But you have to find out if there's
And that's
buses.
probably why they have most shit happen in those cities, because more people gonna be where more access
Yeah.
to those. Yeah.
Mhm.
But that was just like I told her I wouldn't advise her to move back to New Orleans.
Right.
It was because our cousin had just got killed down there. I meant that from my heart.
Right.
And I was just like, I didn't think that was a good idea at that time.
Right.
Speaking of time, it's almost time.
Oh gosh. What? It's 4:26. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, Mobile was quiet. It had bus access. Um.
So I don't know. Maybe look into the outskirts of I don't know. Is Pensacola considered like a main city, like one of those main cities in Florida? Like a.
No, the main one is Miami.
I'm not talking about like a capital. I'm not talking about a capital. I'm talking about like a big city. Is it like one of those big cities?
Don't think so. I don't think so. Um,
You know what I mean? Is it like a outskirt, or is it like you know how they have like um Pasadena, Houston, other main cities.
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to look that up.
Yeah, just find like a smaller city. Find a smaller city in Florida.
North Carolina was who?
She lived there before. She hated it.
Oh, okay. South?
Wait, or was it South Carolina? One of them Carolinas. She lived there and she hated it. Um, but what's next to the Carolinas? Georgia.
Yeah.
Try Savannah, boss. That's all I got.
I mean, you want to stay warm.
But see, when I had offered for her to come stay with me until she got her own place, but she had already left Texas anyway. So that would have been no dice anyway, because it was like me offering for her to come stay here until she had got a place to stay of her own. So where she would have ventured out to after she would have left here, had she gone for that idea, I don't know. But we already know that that would have been a disaster anyway. Look at how things are going now. And then, like I said, I was trying to inch my way to try for that again for Christmas. Look at where,
She wants to stay warm, and she doesn't want to be cold. There's not many hot places. You understand? So
she could have been warm here. She could have had a dog to play with. I mean, she would have had to put a freaking blow-up mattress in the middle of the floor, and she would have been complaining about not being able to turn around because this is a one-bedroom apartment. Well, no, I mean, we would have just... No. Something would have had to happen. I would have had to put in earplugs to deal with your snoring, and she would have just had to sleep on that short-ass sofa. She would have been spraying it down every day with Lysol.
Oh, gosh.
She would have been spraying the chicken down with Lysol because that got germs on it. She would have been spraying the door handles down. She would have been spraying the toilet paper with Lysol. Because everything I touched got germs on it. And I'd have been biting my tongue trying to make sure she's comfortable. While she's in the house recording her gang stalking.
Why is he there? He shouldn't be there. Why are you here? You following me. I'd have been like, girl, you in the wrong. This ain't the state.
But at the time, I had asked her to come stay with me. I didn't know she was this bad off.
Right. She can't come. She couldn't come here with that nonsense. I know that.
But then again, like I said, even with all the fuck shit she did, I was trying to make amends.
Right.
Call a truce.
Right.
But I was not knowing that she would have said make a truce, make amends, and then came here with the fuck shit.
Exactly. And
there's no such thing as make amends, call a truce with her.
And
then it was like me just trying to be the bigger person. But she could have been warm here. She could have had a fridge full of food here. She could have had her money here. One day she did a video saying I would have been taking all her money. Nah, I wasn't going to be sitting here putting up with you doing all this to me for free. China got to pay to stay here.
Hello. Come on now.
And I don't put up with her mess for free. Them days over with letting people come stay with me for free. Them days are over with. But you pay a hotel, but at least you would have had a place to stay. If you would have had to pay Ramona, you would have had to pay Ramona a lot more than what I would have charged you. And China would have been pissed because I would have charged you a lot less than what I'd be charging China because I would have wanted you out of my house a lot faster. It'd have been with the intent of you getting the fuck out. Just long enough for you to get on your feet and bounce. But you would have had my heart sunk when you sat there and said, you want me to show you where I go use the bathroom at? When you did that, I was like, this is real life. the person that I came out the womb with been living like this and I didn't know, I feel like I gotta take some kind of initiative. And she's like, Sean been homeless too. I'm like, where's Sean? Tell that nigga come too. She ain't tell me where Sean was. But no, we've been blacklisting all of them. I haven't been able to find Sean for years. China, you order something from Amazon?
Nope.
You still ain't went your butt out there to check that mail. That's all right. I'll get in my car and I'll go myself. Alright, I'm finna end the video.